Of the United States military, incredible people. I want to wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving. We're going to have a great year. We have a year coming up. The foundations are ready for one of the best years we've ever had. We have with us 6 units deployed all across the world, representing every branch of the armed forces. Many of you are very far from home, but today we hope you know that millions of American families are praying in gratitude for the sacrifices you make and the incredible, absolutely incredible job you do. As President, I want to personally express my profound thanks to each and every one of you for your devoted service to our nation. Our nation is doing very well. It's the highest honor of my life to serve as your Commander-in-Chief. Representing the Army today, I want to recognize Lieutenant Colonel Timothy Redhair and the United States Army 36th Infantry Division. Tremendous people. From your base in Kuwait, you support our fight against radical Islamic terrorism and help combat Iranian aggression. We salute you. Thank you very much. And you'll say perhaps a few words in a little while. We appreciate it very much, Timothy. From the Marines, we have Special Purpose Marine Air Ground Task Force based in Kuwait, which conducts crisis response throughout the Middle East. Colonel Andrew Pridey, your warriors bring the fight straight to the enemy so that American families can sleep soundly at home. We've been building up our military. We spent $2.5 trillion in the last 3.5 years, and we've never had anything like it in terms of equipment and all of the elements that we put together. Space Force, we're very proud of, brand new. Nobody thought that could happen. So we spent $2.5 trillion, all new tanks and missiles and rockets, and everything is tippy-top. Nobody thought we could ever get there. We've done it quickly. Most of the equipment is there. Much of it is there. Most of it's coming. The rest of it's coming in over the next, I would say, 6 months to 12 months. All made in the USA, which is very good. But every American owes you a debt of thanks, and we appreciate it. Also with us are men and women of the U.S. Navy aboard the USS Winston Churchill. It's a beauty. Led by Commander Timothy Shanley. You're deployed in the Red Sea, where you deter terrorists, defend freedom of navigation, and escort ships through the Strait of Hormuz. Your magnificent ship is a powerful symbol of peace through strength. And that's what we have now, is peace through strength. You look at what's going on. No wars. They're saying, wow, the president, 4 years, no wars. We stopped wars, and we won, as you know, 100% of the ISIS caliphate in Syria, Iraq. We've done a job. Welcome as well to everyone at Ali Al-Salam Air Base in Kuwait, including Major Tommy Rutherford and the 386 Expeditionary Logistics Readiness Squadron. Thank you very much, Tommy. Your mission: support our soldiers on the ground and deliver precious cargo where it needs to go, including transporting 18 tons of medical equipment during the China virus pandemic. Keep up the outstanding work. Great job you've done. I hear all about it. It's amazing work you do. From the United States Space, and this is a very important thing to me, the Space Force, because it's 75 years since the Air Force. This is the first one, new branch. The United States Space Force, we're joined by Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Lohmeyer and the 11th Space Warning Squadron. That sounds great. At Buckley Air Force Base in Colorado. You keep watch around the world to detect missile launches, space launches, and nuclear detonations while providing critical intelligence. All of you are pioneers in the newest branch of our armed forces. And again, it's very special to me, that new branch, because that was something that I felt was necessary. And I never said it during a campaign. I said it after I became president. I saw what was happening with China and Russia and others. And it's really something, so we're very proud of it. Finally, we have with us members of the U.S. Coast Guard, Port Security Unit 308 under Captain General Rocco. You're joined with us from Guantanamo Bay, where you secure our coastal waters, combat drug traffickers, escort vessels, and protect our forces in the region. On American shores and beyond, the Coast Guard has always made America proud. I want to tell you, I was here 2 years ago in Texas. You saved thousands and thousands of people. That was incredible, the job the Coast Guard has done. And now we have all new ships coming to the Coast Guard. You had old ships, and they were as good as they could be, but they were very old. And now you have brand new Coast Guard ships, and it's my honor to have gotten them for you. Today I send you the love, gratitude, respect, and prayers of our entire nation. Once again, I wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. You're doing an incredible job, and your country is doing well. We just set a record in the stock market, over 30,000 in the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Over 30,000, think of that. Nobody ever thought we were going to hit that. During a pandemic, the whole world is suffering this tremendous pandemic, not just us, the world. And you wouldn't know that to listen to the news reports, but the whole world is suffering, and we are rounding the curve. The vaccines are being delivered literally. It'll start next week and the week after, and it'll hit the frontline workers and seniors and doctors, nurses, a lot of people going to start, and we're going very quickly. 2 companies already announced, a 3rd one coming up, and a 4th and 5th one coming up soon also. So it's some people have called it really a miracle. Could have taken 4 or 5 years to do this. Normally it probably would have taken 4 or 5 years, just getting it through the FDA. We pushed it very hard. But I want to thank you all. I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. And maybe if we could start, anybody would like to raise their hand, go ahead. We'll start with you.
Sir, good evening, Mr. President. On behalf of Task Force Spartan, 36th Infantry Division Command Team, Major General Pat Hamilton, and Sergeant Major Jim Horn, I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you for speaking with all of us, and happy Thanksgiving to you and yours as well.
Thank you very much.
If you don't mind, I'd like to go ahead, sir.
Yes, go ahead, please.
I was just going to take a couple minutes out to introduce some of the folks sitting around me that are here in Kuwait. Specialist Green to my right, she's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. PFC head directly behind me is from Seguin, Texas. Again, one of the most important people as a battalion commander is my command sergeant Major Daniel Castro directly behind me. And then I've got Specialist Carr and Specialist Jimenez, and these soldiers do an outstanding job, sir.
That's fantastic. And how is Kuwait doing?
It's doing well, sir. It's doing quite well. We just recently got here. We're looking forward to continuing our mission.
That's great. Well, you're doing a fantastic job, and we appreciate it. And thank you very much, Colonel. Tremendous to be with you. Happy Thanksgiving. Say hello and a happy Thanksgiving to everybody. And we'll see you soon. Thank you for the job you do.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Colonel, go ahead, please. Marine Corps. Thank you. Andrew, go ahead, please, if you're ready. Does he hear me? Maybe not. Oh, there he is. Is that Andrew? Marine Corps?
Good afternoon, Mr. President. Happy Thanksgiving. As you said, Special Purpose Marine Air Ground Task Force deployed here from, I've been here since May, and we deployed in February. We have Marines in 9 countries. Obviously, very responsibility here in CENTCOM, and it's truly an honor to serve. And I really want to take a quick moment to recognize Sergeant Romero Vasquez, who's sitting to my left. He's from Los Angeles, California, and a great Marine serving here in the MAGTF.
Sergeant, go ahead, please.
Thank you. It's an honor to meet you, Mr. President. Just talking to you in person, it's a really great honor, and it's a great place here in Kuwait. You know, I love what I do. I love serving my country.
Thank you very much. Great job. We appreciate it very much. Well, thank you very much, and good luck with everything. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. The Navy. Tim, go ahead.
Hey, good evening, Mr. President. This is Commander Tim Shanley, CO of the USS Winston S. Churchill, currently patrolling the waters of the Middle East. On behalf of the 352 sailors that are assigned to our ship, I'd like to wish you a happy Thanksgiving, sir. We've been underway since this, we deployed earlier this summer, and we got underway. We've traveled over 30,000 miles so far through the Atlantic, the Mediterranean, Red Sea, all the way to the Arabian Gulf and back. So we've sustained some solid operations out here, conducting escort operations, overwatch, counter piracy, counter illicit trafficking. And one of the things I wanted to highlight, sir, was the visit board search and seizure team that's right behind me. We got Lieutenant J.G. Harris, OS2 Robinson, GM2 Larkin, GM2 Cyprian, GM2 Medina, ICC Cordell, and we have RS3 Coleman. Directly to my right is my executive officer, Commander Brian Anthony, and to my left is Command Master Chief Juan Navarro. It's our honor to be on this VTC, sir. I wish you a happy Thanksgiving, and it's great to be here, sir.
Well, I want to thank you very much. Is that the engines I hear behind you? That sounds like a powerful group. It sounds like waves crashing into the ship, but it's a beautiful sound. It's a beautiful sound. Are you enjoying what you're doing, Tim?
Absolutely. Yes, sir, Mr. President. It's so fulfilling being out here. I have, people say other things are America's team, but I am in command of America's team out here, sir.
Yeah, it's great. And your equipment is getting newer and newer, better and better. We're building a lot of ships right now, as you know. We'll have them very soon, and I just want to congratulate you, everybody, but I want to congratulate you. Great job with the Navy. We appreciate it very much, Tim. Thank you. So the Air Force.
Thank you, Mr. President.
We'll do the Air Force, please. Please. Tommy.
All right. Good afternoon, Mr. President.
Hi.
It's truly an honor to see you this afternoon. I was glad to hear you do so much about our unit, so I won't talk too much about us. But I will tell you that also in this room today, we were able to invite one of our sister units here, which is the 386 Expeditionary Security Forces. So we got some folks here that represent 240 defenders here on the ground that protect 100 joint coalition and contractor personnel here in Kuwait. Also super proud to be able to obviously represent American interests out here, and super excited to talk to you today as well. Two folks I wanted to highlight who could not be here with us today. These two units lost individuals during this rotation, which was Sergeant Boulette and Senior Airman Fan. Great Americans, one from each of the units that's represented here, and your conversation with us is a great morale boost, so much appreciated for you doing that, sir.
Well, I appreciate it. I love doing it, actually, and I'm very proud of it because we've spent so much. When we took over, our military was very depleted. You know that very well. You know it probably better than most with the Air Force because the planes were old, they were tired, and now you have all brand new F-35s coming and others. And your tankers, your bombers, the whole thing, they're all coming. Hopefully we never have to use it for war, but we're better prepared than we ever have been. When I came in 4 years ago, hard to believe, almost 4 years ago, we were in sad shape, and now we're in phenomenal shape. Have you seen the difference in the equipment over the last couple of years?
Absolutely, sir. Definitely.
Yeah. We went from old planes to brand new planes, from planes that were very visible to stealth, where you can't see them. Stealth helps. Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir. If you can't see it, you can't hear it.
It's very, I don't know much about what you do, but I know if you can't see it, I like it better. Anyway, thank you very much. And Tommy, thank you for doing a great job. We appreciate it very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So now we're going to a special place in my heart, Space Force, because nobody even thought about Space Force. And I looked at it and I said, said, we're going to have to come up, we're going to have to do something, because I look at what China was doing and Russia was doing, others are thinking about doing, and I want to just thank you very much. Is Matt there? Matt?
Mr. President, good afternoon and happy Thanksgiving. This is Lieutenant Colonel Matt Lohmeyer, commander of the 11th Space Warning Squadron. You can't see everyone in the room, but we've got a number of others here. Grateful for the opportunity to wish you and the First Lady a happy Thanksgiving. And also want to thank you. You've already said what we do, which is provide strategic and theater missile warning for the nation and our allies. But want to thank you personally for your advocacy for an independent Space Force so that that could become a reality while we serve. We're very grateful for that. We're making great progress that I don't think we were able to necessarily make while we belonged to the Air Force. But having our own independent service we've made great progress already in the first year. So thank you for your advocacy for that. And on behalf of all of the missile warning operators here at the 11th Space Warning Squadron, we say happy Thanksgiving.
That's good. Thank you very much, and you too. And I know the coordination with you and Air Force has been stellar. You're getting along great, and you're doing well together. And it really does work well together, but I thought that you should have separate. And as years go by and as decades go by, people will see the importance of Space Force. There's no question about it. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. And Coast Guard. Please.
Good afternoon, Mr. President. I just want you and the First Lady, your entire family, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're able to spend some quality time with them today and enjoy one another's company. I just want to highlight a situation we went through during our pre-deployment workups in Mississippi, where we experienced a little outbreak of the coronavirus right around the 4th of July timeframe. You know, we had a healthy respect for the virus and how it could affect our ability to train and meet our operational commitments. But as a unit, we had a greater confidence in the patriotism and professionalism of the Wardroom, Chiefs Mess, and crew of PSU 308 right behind me, sir. We were steadfast in our resolve to meet our operational commitments and relieve our sister unit on time and as scheduled, sir. We did not back down, but rather we did not let fear or uncertainty dictate our actions. Mr. President, the men and women of PSU 308 are proud and honored to stand and watch this Thanksgiving in defense of our freedoms. From our unit, I want to wish you and the rest of the Trump family a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, safe and prosperous New Year. Keep hitting them straight on the golf course, Mr. President, and Semper Paras.
Straight along. That's right. Thank you very much. That's great. That's really great. Well, you're a golfer? Do you play golf? You love it, right?
Every Sunday. Yes, sir.
It's pretty good. Thank you very much. The only form of exercise. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And really, everybody, just congratulations. And, you know, I have to say, on the Army, we just made a tremendous purchase of equipment, as you know. I think Tim probably saw that, and you have a lot of equipment coming into the Army. In particular, we really went for top of the line, Tim. I guess you saw that, and you see it pouring in, and that's good. So it's an honor. We want to thank you very much, Tim. And thank you. I will say this, the Coast Guard, nothing and no stock has gone up higher than Coast Guard, the stock in the Coast Guard, the reputation of the Coast Guard, the job you've done on the hurricanes. And I think people didn't appreciate it as much as they do now, I can tell you that. It's gone very high. What you've done in Texas and in Florida in particular, in Puerto Rico, the job you did in Puerto Rico, and you go out there in those monster waves that are dangerous as can be, even with the new boats and the new ships. Then nothing's meant for the kind of waves we saw, especially in Texas. And you went out there and you did your job and you saved thousands of lives, as I said. And I'm very proud of the Coast Guard. So I want to really call it out. Thank you very much. Very proud of you. Thank you. Thank you all. Have a great Thanksgiving. And don't eat too much turkey. Thank you.